Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So today we continue our discussion on Krishna's killing the demons in Vrindavan.
Takže budeme pokračovať v tej diskusii, ako Krishna zabíjal démonov vo Vrindavane.
And we will discuss also some other incidents not directly connected with demons.
A tiež budeme ešte hovoriť o ďalších incidentoch, ktoré sa vzťahujú nie úplne priamo k zabíjaniu démonov.
And all with the same one purpose, to purify our consciousness, our heart, that we can connect deeply with Krishna.
A všetko je to za tým účelom, aby sme očistili naše srdce a aby sme sa spojili hlboko s Krishnom.
Because we are awaiting his advent in this world, so we can also invite Krishna to appear, to take birth in our heart.
Pretože očakávame príchod Krishnu v tomto svete, tak tiež ho chceme pozvať, aby mohol prísť do našich srdc.
So far we discussed the demoness Putana,
Takže zatiaľ sme hovorili o demonici Putany,
who comes to apparently nourish Krishna, but she wants to kill him by giving him poisoned milk.
Takže ona ho chcela zdanlivo nakrmiť, ale mu priniesla jedovaté otravené mlieko.
Yes, and this is the same as some personalities who are supposed to give us some spiritual insight, some spiritual understanding, but if they are not really devoted to Krishna, they are just feeding us poison.
Takže je to presne ako nejaké osobnosti, ktoré sa nám chcú nám dať nejakú takzvanú spiritualitu, ale dávajú nám s tým zároveň jed.
And the same applies for us, for our internal guidance. If we take shelter of something that is not beneficial for our Krishna consciousness in our heart, is also drinking poison willingly.
A tiež sa to týka aj našej vnútornej stránky, že pokiaľ my príjmame útočisko o niečom, čo nás nepribližuje k vedomiu Krišnu, dávame do toho svoje srdce, tak tiež
it's like drinking poison willingly.
Je to tiež ako vedomé pitie jedu.
Yes. So next we discussed Shakatasura, the demon in the form of a cat.
Takže potom sme hovorili o tom démonovi Shakatasurovi, ktorý mal podobu toho vozíku.
And it's significant because this cart was fully loaded with different utensils.
A je to veľmi dôležité alebo zaujímavé, že ten vozík bol naložený rôznym náradím.
So if our burdens in our life prevents us to be fully connected with Krishna, they're like a big demon that wants to suffocate our Krishna consciousness.
Takže pokiaľ tie naše bremená, ktoré máme, nás vlastne oddelujú od Krishnu, tak potom je to ako ten démon, ten Shakatasura.
Because we maybe have different obligations in our life, so many that we put aside Krishna, like Mother Yasoda put Krishna under the cart.
Pretože my môžeme mať toľko veľa takzvaných povinností v svete a dáme Krishnu stranou, tak ako ho dala matka Yasoda, ona ho dala pod ten vozík.
And then we cannot hear Krishna when he cries for our love.
Nepočujeme Krishnu, keď Krishna na nás kričí o našu lásku.
Yes, and then we discussed Trinavarta, the whirlwind demon who created great dust storm.
A potom sme hovorili o Trinarvartovi, o tom veternom démonovi, ktorý vytvoril taký prašnú búrku.
Yes, so if we gather knowledge just for debate, or we have different material obligations that just blind our vision with this dust, then Krishna becomes too heavy for us and we cannot hold it anymore in our lap and we just put it down.
Takže pokiaľ my máme príliš, robíme nejaké také diskusie, debaty o tom poznaní, alebo sme zaslepení tými povinnosťami, ktoré máme, tak nás to tak ako oslepí a potom vlastne Krsna sa stane pre nás takým veľmi ťažkým a zase ho položíme ho dole.
Yes. So we must carefully know the powers of these demons in our heart and carefully avoid them and pray to Krishna to kill them.
A musíme vedieť o tých démonoch v našom srdci, aké majú tie schopnosti a musíme sa modliť ku Krishnovi, aby ich zabil.
Because this demon cannot be conquered by our own power.
Pretože títo démoni, oni nemôžu byť porazení našou vlastnou silou.
They are too powerful.
Oni sú príliš silní.
But if we surrender to Krishna, Krishna has the power to kill them.
Ale ak my sa odovzdáme Krishnovi, tak Krishna má tú silu ich zabiť.
And Krishna teaches us also this principle in Bhagavata-gita.
A Krishna nás učí tento princíp tiež v Bhagavad-gite.
Yes, and one of the most important messages is Devihi Shagunamayi Mama Maya Duratya Mam Eva Ye Prapadante Mayam Etan Tarantiti. That this material energy is Krishna's energy and is Duratya. You cannot transcend it by your own power.
Takže táto materiálna energia, ako je povedané v tom verši, je duchovná energia, je Krishnova energia a my ju nemôžeme prekonať.
Only if we surrender to Krishna we can go beyond it.
Takže iba ak my sa odovzdáme Krishnovi, môžeme ju prekonať.
Yes, Krishna says, Mam Eva. Eva means certainly. Eva is the word to strongly support some statement.
Že Eva to znamená určite, je to slovo, ktoré tak výrazne podporuje nejaký iný význam.
So when Krishna says Mam Eva, that is no doubt that only if we surrender only to Krishna, then we can transcend it.
Takže keď Krishna hovorí Mám Eva, že iba keď sa odovzdáte vlastne Krishnovi, tak potom.
Yes, this is the only way.
Že je to jediný spôsob.
Okay, so today we'll proceed, but first we will look to two very similar occasions in Krishna Lila that happened after this Trinavarta episode.
Že pôjdeme ďalej a teraz sa pozrieme na také dva prípady, čo sa dialo hneď potom po tom Trinarvartovi.
Shortly after Krishna killed Trinavarta, Mother Yasoda took Krishna in her lap again.
Takže krátko potom, ako Krishna zabil toho Trinarvartu, tak matka Yasoda zobrala Krishnu znova na svojho náručia.
And she breastfed Krishna.
A nakrmila ho prsom.
And it's very interesting. We discussed this already many times in our discussions. Whenever there is description how Krishna and Yasoda were intimately connected, Yasoda always breastfed Krishna.
Takže my sme to už ako dosť diskutovali tento bod a vidíme, že znova kedykoľvek vlastne Krsna bol s Yasodou, tak dôverne spojení, tak ona ho kojila.
Yes. And now again, she breastfed Krishna. And Krishna, it is normal for a child, felt very, very relaxed and filled with love for his mother, and he felt his mother's love for himself.
Takže je to úplne prirodzené pre to malé dieťa a ono cíti vtedy veľkú lásku pre tú matku a cíti tú lásku, ktorá ide z tej matky.
And at certain moment, child Krishna yawned.
A nejaký čas to dieťa tak ako zlikalo.
Yawn? You know what is yawn?
He was like making some sound. It was not so...
No.
Yeah. Zívalo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Zívalo.
Yes, he yawned. And Mother Yasoda saw in Krishna's mouth the whole universe.
A Krishnova matka uvidela vtedy v jeho ústach celý vesmír.
And she saw the sun and the moon and different planetary systems and the oceans.
A videla slnko a mesiac a rôzne planetárne systémy a oceány.
And she saw stars and different personalities.
A rôzne osobnosti videla.
And she was struck with wonder.
A bola prekvapená z úžase.
And this story is important for us to understand. If we surrender to Krishna, then Krishna will fully reveal himself.
Čiže to je dôležité pre nás tento príbeh z toho hľadiska, že my keď sa plne odozdáme Krishnovi, tak Krishna on sa nám potom vyjaví.
Nothing will remain hidden from us, actually.
Čiže nič nám nebude schované.
Yes, and it is described that prema reveals everything about Krishna.
Je popísané, že prema?
Yes.
Že prema vyjaví všetko o Krishnovi.
And especially when we suffer in separation from Krishna, then everything is revealed like in the light of the sun.
Špeciálne keď sme v odlúčení od Krishnu, tak všetko sa nám vyjaví ako počas denného svetla.
And at that time, even the gopis understood, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are his servants.
Takže aj gopie vtedy chápali, že Krishna je najvyššia boská osobnosť a my sme jeho služobníci.
Yes, because then this scorching sun of the separation reveals everything.
Pretože ten
this very strong rays of the sun.
To veľmi silné také slnko vyjaví vlastne všetko. Slnko odlúčenia vyjaví všetko.
And so all glories of Krishna and his Aishwarya, his opulences are revealed to a devotee.
Celá tá jeho krása a opulencia je vyjavená oddanému.
But when devotees together with Krishna, there are it's like soothing rays of the full moon.
A keď je ale oddaný s Krishnom, tak vtedy je také svetlo ako počas toho plného mesiaca.
Yes, and soothing rays, that means very pleasing rays.
To je také veľmi potešujúce tie lúče.
Yes, because in the scorching rays of the sun, it's extremely hot, it's unbearable.
Pretože keď je také silné slnko, tak to je také až neznesiteľné.
And then in the night, in the full moon, it's very pleasing.
A potom v tom plnom splne večer to je také veľmi príjemné.
And in this pleasing rays of the moon, we forget about everything about Krishna's opulence.
A v tom blaženom svite toho mesiaca, tých jeho lúčov, tak my zabudneme na všetku tú opulenciu.
Yes, when we are together with Krishna, we forget that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Keď sme s Krišnom vtedy v takej situácii, tak zabudneme, že Kršna je najvyššia boská osobnosť.
And Krishna also forgets that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
A Kršna tiež zabudne, že on je najvyššia boská osobnosť.
And it's so pleasing to be together.
A je to tak blažené byť dohromady spolu.
Yes. So, and then in the next chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is described very similar incident. Once the boys were playing together.
A v ďalšej kapitole Srimad Bhagavatam je popísané podobný prípad, a keď sa chlapci hrali spolu.
And then at one moment they went and complained to Mother Yasoda that Krishna ate dirt.
V jednom momente oni prišli za matkou Jašodou a sa sťažovali, že Kršna jedol hlinu.
Yes. And Mother Yasoda became really upset.
A matka Jašoda, ona sa nahnevala.
Because she didn't want that Krishna eat dirt.
Pretože ona nechcela, aby Kršna jedol hlinu.
Because he can become sick.
Pretože ináč by mohol ochorieť.
And there is so much delicious food in the house. Why would he eat dirt?
A zároveň proste v dome je toľko veľa chutných jedál, tak prečo by on jedol ako tú hlinu?
And she wanted to know, Krishna, why did you eat dirt?
Takže ona chcela vedieť, že prečo si Kršna jedol hlinu.
And Krishna said, I didn't eat dirt.
A Kršna hovorí, ja som jedol hlinu.
How you didn't eat dirt?
How
you didn't eat dirt?
Že ako to, že si nejedol hlinu?
All the boys say that you ate dirt.
A všetci chlapci hovoria, že ty si jedol hlinu.
Even Balaram says that you ate dirt.
Dokonca aj Balaram to povedal.
And Balaram is always on your side.
A Balaram je vždycky na tvojej strane.
So you must have eaten dirt.
Takže ty si musel jesť tú hlinu.
And Krishna said, no, the boys are just envious of me.
Že nie, chlapci sa na mňa iba hnevajú.
And they want me to be in trouble, so they are telling lies. And Mother Yasoda didn't quite believe Krishna. And said to him, okay, then open your mouth and I will see.
Takže v poriadku, tak teraz otvor ústa a ja to uvidím.
And what did she see?
A čo ona uvidela?
This is the question for you.
Takže to je otázka na vás.
Sorry?
Whole universe.
Yes. She saw Earth and much more.
Ona videla planetu Zem a ešte toho ďaleko viac.
So she saw this dirt and much more than just that.
A uvidela tú hlinu, ale ďaleko viacej.
She saw, yes, the whole universe, this whole universal creation. And not just the whole universal creation. She saw also herself looking into Krishna's mouth.
Takže ona videla celé vesmírne stvorenia, a nie len to, ale ešte dokonca videla aj samu seba, ako sa pozerá do Krishnových úst.
So she became completely bewildered.
Takže ona bola úplne zmetená.
Yes, and she considered, is everything okay with me?
Začala uvažovať, je všetko so mnou v poriadku?
Maybe I am deranged or something is wrong.
Že možno mám derange.
I have some problem with my consciousness.
Takže mám nejaké problémy ako s mojím vedomím, alebo...
Or maybe, but that cannot be true because everything I'm sane person.
Ale to nemôže byť pravda, pretože ja som stále istá osoba.
Sane means healthy mind.
Že mám zdravú myseľ.
And maybe demigods are playing some tricks on me.
Možno polobohovia hrajú na mňa nejaké hry.
But that also cannot be true.
Ale to tiež nemôže byť pravda.
Because I'm completely insignificant living entity, why would demigods bother about me?
Ale ja som úplne taká nezanedbateľná malá živá bytosť, tak na čo by sa so mňou polobohovia ako takto zahrávali.
So she wondered what could be the reason that she's seeing this. And then she was meditating how she is an illusion.
Takže ona...
She was considering what could happen.
Že čo by mohlo byť vlastne ako tou príčinou toho.
And then she considered that she's in complete illusion.
Ale potom si zvážila, že je v úplnej ilúzii.
And she considered, I'm thinking that I'm a wife of Maharaj Nanda.
Takže ona si myslela, že ja si myslím, že som žena Maharaja Nanda.
And I think that these Vrajavasis are my subjects.
A že títo obyvateľia Vrindavanu, že to sú moji ako poddaní.
And I think that Krishna is my son.
A myslím si, že Krishna je môj syn.
But this is all illusion.
Ale to všetko je ilúzia.
I'm just the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. Of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Služobníčka služobníkov najvyššej osobnosti božstva.
Yes. But Krishna didn't like such mentality of Yasoda.
Ale Krishna sa nepáčila takáto mentalita Yasody.
So when he realized that there is no there's no danger anymore that he could be caught eating dirt, he just covered her by yoga maya, by infinite love for himself.
Takže keď už videl, že tam není dôvod na to, že by mohol byť potrestaný za to, že jedol tú hlinu, tak vlastne on prekryl ju pomocou yoga maji, aby zase cítila tú lásku k nemu.
Yes, infinite love for him.
Neobmedzenú.
Yeah. So this lila is also very important for us. Krishna lied to Mother Yasoda.
A táto zabava je tiež veľmi dôležitá pre nás, že Krishna he lied.
Lied.
Lied. Takže, pretože Krishna klamal matke Yasode.
Yes. So this is the propensity that comes from Krishna.
Takže to je ten predpoklad, ktorý prichádza od Krishnu.
But at the same time, Krishna is the absolute truth.
Ale v tom istom čase Krishna je absolútna pravda.
That does mean that absolute truth is lying.
Takže znamená to, že absolútna pravda klame.
Hare Krishna. Yes and no.
Áno aj nie.
Yes, he's beyond material conceptions of truth.
Takže on je za tými materiálnymi konceptami tej pravdy.
Yes, because love and relationship, rasa, is beyond truth.
Čiže pretože tá láska a ten vzťah je za tou pravdou. And we should understand that
truth, absolute truth, is the support of rasa.
A mali by sme chápať, že absolútna pravda je to, čo podporuje tú rasu.
So anything that gives juice to rasa is also juice.
Čiže všetko, čo dáva ten juice alebo tú šťavu tej rase, ale rasa je tiež juice.
Yes. So that nourishes this rasa, or nourishes this juice of relationship within Krishna and his devotee is absolute truth.
Takže to, čo obohacuje vlastne ten vzťah, tú rasu s najvyššou osobnosťou božstva, tak to je absolútna pravda.
Yes. Because it is said that also in ordinary material dealings, we should of course be honest.
Ale tiež aj v tých obyčajných materiálnom vzťahovaní sa alebo jednaní jeden s druhým, my musíme byť ako úprimní.
But in certain circumstances, not revealing the truth or even telling lies is as good as telling truth, or better than telling truth.
Ale v niektorých situáciách nepovedať tú pravdu alebo dokonca aj klamať je lepšie.
Yes, and there is an example of this from Shastra.
Príklad v písmach, taký v písmach.
Once there were some robbers that were chasing some personality in the forest.
Takže boli tam nejakí banditi, ktorí vlastne ako išli za nejakou osobou v lese.
And there was a sage in the forest.
A tiež tam bol taký svetec.
And these robbers saw this sage and asked about this person who was running away from these robbers, where he is hiding.
A oni tam stretli, tí banditi tam stretli toho svetca a pýtali sa ho, že kde utekla tá osoba, ktorá pred nimi utekala.
And this sage had a vow to speak only the truth.
A ten svetec, on mal sľub, že bude hovoriť iba pravdu.
And he told these robbers where this person had gone.
A povedal tým banditom, že kde tá osoba išla.
And when he left this world, this sage, Yamadutas came.
A keď on opúšťal telo, tento svetec, tak prišli Yamadutovia.
And they dragged him to Yamaraj.
A oni ho ťahali k Yamarajovi.
And he sent him to hell.
A on ho poslal do pekla.
And he was surprised. I'm supposed to be a saint.
A on bol prekvapený, ja by som mal byť akože svetec.
And I always spoke the truth.
Ja som vždycky hovoril pravdu.
But Yamaraj told him that telling the truth when this truth is harmful for the living entity is not proper.
Ale Yamaraj mu povedal, že pokiaľ pravda spôsobí bolesť tej živej bytosti alebo jej uškodí, tak to nie je správne.
Yes, this is a sin actually.
V skutočnosti je to hriech.
Yes, if we are speaking the truth when we harm other living entities with our truth.
A keď my hovoríme pravdu a poškodíme tú druhú živú bytosť.
And therefore Krishna also in 17th chapter of Bhagavata-gita, he is speaking about the austerity of speech.
A podobne Krishna hovorí v Bhagavad-gite v 17. kapitole o odriekaní reči.
He says, Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat. Swadhyaya abhyasana cheva vanmayam tapauchiti. That austerity speech is anudvega karam vakyam, that we don't disturb others with our speech.
Takže to odriekanie reči je, že my svojimi slovami nerozrušujeme tých druhých.
And satyam priyam hitam chayat, that our words are true,
Že naše slova sú pravdivé,
pleasing for others,
tešia druhých
and beneficial for others.
a prospešné pre tých ostatných.
So, if our words cannot be pleasing or beneficial, even if they are true, we should be silent.
Takže pokiaľ naše slova nie sú pre prospech tej druhej osoby a nie sú také príjemné a dokonca ak sú aj pravdivé, tak radšej buďme ticho.
Yes, if we cannot benefit others with our...
Tak nemôžeme priniesť tým druhým nejaký prospech.
Yes, so telling the truth when it's not beneficial for others is sinful.
Že hovoriť pravdu, keď to není prospešné pre tých druhých, tak to je hriešné.
Yes, so when Krishna is telling lie,
Keď Krsna hovorí klame,
this is only for nourishing rasa.
iba za tým účelom, aby vychutnal nejakú rasu. Obohatil rasu.
Yes, to and to establish even more intimate connection with his devotee.
A aby ustanovil ešte dôvernejší vzťah so svojím oddaným.
Yes. So this is very important. And also dealings with the gopis are also very similar. They are telling many things to each other.
Podobne to chovanie alebo jednanie medzi gopiami, oni si hovoria rôzne veci medzi sebou.
Yes. And many of these things are just to tease each other.
A niektoré veci sú len také, aby
Dražiti.
podráždili tú druhú osobu.
Hare Krishna. Although they are not true.
Aj keď nie sú pravdivé.
Yes. But the absolute truth we can say, because they are meant for nourishing the rasa.
Ale oni sú absolútne úplnou pravdou, pretože oni obohacujú ten vzťah. Rasu.
So, yes. And then there is another very important incident that happened in Vrindavan.
A potom je ďalší dôležitý udalosť, ktorá sa udiala vo Vrindavane. One
day Mother Yasoda was churning butter for Krishna.
Čiže matka Yasoda stlkala maslo pre Krishnu.
Although she had many maidservants to do this job,
aj keď mala mnoho služobničiek, aby mohli robiť túto prácu,
she wanted to do this herself.
Že ona to chcela robiť sama.
Because there was so many complaints that Krishna is stealing butter.
Pretože tam bolo príliš veľa sťažností, že Krishna kradne maslo.
Yes, and she was very upset by this.
A ona bola z toho veľmi rozrušená.
Because she was convinced in our house there is the best possible butter that could be get everywhere.
Pretože ona bola presvedčená, že v našom dome je to najlepšie maslo, aké sa dá zohnať kdekoľvek.
She specially kept Gandhamadana cows just for Krishna's butter.
Takže ona mala také špeciálne kravy, ktoré boli v podstate určené iba pre Krishnu, aby sa z toho robilo maslo.
And she fed these special cows with some most chosen delicious grass.
A ona krmila tieto kravy špeciálnou trávou, ktorá bola veľmi taká chutná.
Yes, and the milk from these special Gandhamadana cows that were fed by Gandhamadana grass was given to one most special cow.
A takže tieto kravy, ktoré boli krmené tou špeciálnou trávou, tak oni boli dané k ďalšej špeciálnej krave.
And this most special cow gave most special milk.
A takže ona potom dávala úplne, táto špeciálna kráva dávala úplne špeciálne mlieko.
And this most special milk exclusively was used by Mother Yasoda for making butter for Krishna.
A toto špeciálne mlieko exkluzívne používala matka Yasoda, aby urobila maslo pre Krishnu.
Yes, and no one could prepare such perfect butter for Krishna.
Takže nikto nemohol pripraviť také dokonalé maslo pre Krishnu.
And although many maidservants could do this for Mother Yasoda, she didn't want that anyone else would do. She wanted to do herself, that the job would be done properly.
Takže aj keď ona mohla mať veľa služobníčiek, ona nechcela, aby to niekto robil, pretože chcela, aby tá práca bola urobená fakt dobre.
So she churned this special Gandhamandana milk, the concentrated milk, just for Krishna's purpose.
Takže ona stlkala toto koncentrované špeciálne Gandhamandana mlieko.
Yes, and she was singing about Krishna's pastimes and glories during this work.
Takže popri tom ona spievala o Krishnových zábavách v tomto svete.
And she felt extreme bliss doing this seva.
Ona cítila extrémnu blaženosť pri tejto službe.
And so much so, she was overflowing with love. That milk was pouring from her breasts.
Že až do tej miery, že bola premožená láskou, že jej z prsa začala vytekať mlieko.
And because of her love, Krishna was attracted. He couldn't maintain himself, so he came there to be with his mother.
Takže Krishna, keď cítil tú lásku, tak on bol premožený tým a musel prísť za ňou.
And he was pulling Mother Yasoda for her sari, and he wanted to stop her churning and take him into her lap.
Takže on ju ťahal za to sari a chcel, aby zastavila to stlkanie masla a aby ho zobrala do náručia.
Yes, and she took him into her lap and just starting to feeding him on her milk from her breasts.
Takže ona ho zobrala do náručia a začala ho kojiť zo svojho prsa.
And he happily sucked this milk and was completely happy.
A on šťastne takto pil to mlieko a bol úplne šťastný.
And then on the stove, this special milk for Krishna was overflowing because it was overboiling.
A potom na peci začalo vreť to špeciálne mlieko pre Krishnu.
And Mother Yasoda immediately put Krishna away.
A takže matka Yasoda položila Krishnu hneď vedľa.
And went to take milk from the stove.
A išla zobrať to mlieko z tej pece.
And Krishna was extremely angry.
A Krishna bol veľmi nahnevaný.
Because he was feeling perfectly happy in mother's lap.
Pretože on bol dokonale šťastný v tom náručí svojej matky.
And she just put him down.
A ona ho položila dole.
So in his anger, he took a stone and broke the butter pot.
A v tom hneve on zobral skalu a rozbil tú nádobu s maslom.
Yes. And when Mother Yasoda came back, she saw broken butter pot and Krishna's footprints leading to somewhere else.
A ona potom uvidela rozbitú tú nádobu a Krishnové stopy, ktoré išli niekde preč.
And she was smiling and took a stick.
Takže ona sa smiala a zobrala tyčku.
And was following Krishna's footsteps.
A nasledovala tie stopy od Krishnu.
And Krishna was feeding monkeys with gandamandana butter.
Krishna, on krmil tie opice s tou gandamadana maslom.
And then the monkeys perceived Mother Yasoda with the stick in her hand.
A tie opice zbadali matku Jašodu s tou paličkou v rukách.
And they shrieked very loudly.
A oni začali tak kričať ako veľmi nahlas.
And they immediately ran away.
A rýchlo sa rozutekali.
And Krishna also, immediately when he saw that the monkeys were running away, he knew exactly what's happening.
A Krishna tiež, keď videl, že opice začali utekať, tak vedel, čo sa stane.
And he also ran away.
A tiež začal utekať.
And Mother Yasoda was running behind Krishna
A matka Jašoda utekala za ním.
with stick in her hand.
A s paličkou v rukách.
And Krishna is described in Upanishads to be faster of the fastest.
A Krishna je popísaný v Upanishadách ako najrýchlejší z najrýchlejších.
That no one can, not even the greatest yogis can catch Krishna.
Že nikto ho nemôže chytiť, ani tí najväčší jogíni.
Yes. And now here, not so athletic lady was chasing Krishna.
A tu taká nie veľmi atletka začala naháňať Krishnu.
She was not thin, and she was also not fat, but not thin. But she had quite many burdensome breasts, big behind.
Takže ona nebola akože chudá, ale ani tučná nebola, ale bola taká pri sebe a mala veľké prsia plné, takže...
So she couldn't catch Krishna.
Takže ona nemohla tak ako chytiť Krishnu.
But on the end, Krishna, because of he saw the determination of Mother Yasoda, he let her catch him.
Takže ale nakoniec, keď on videl to odhodlanie matky Jašody, tak on sa rozhodol, že sa nechá chytiť.
And he was extremely afraid that Mother Yasoda will beat him with the stick.
A on sa veľmi bál, že matka Jašoda ho zbije s tou paličkou.
And Mother Yasoda saw that Krishna is too afraid.
A matka Jašoda videla, že on sa veľmi bojí.
And she threw the stick away.
Takže ona odhodila tú paličku.
And then she wanted to bind Krishna, that he wouldn't do any nonsense.
A ona potom chcela priviazať Krishnu, aby už nerobil žiadne vylomeniny.
And she took a rope from her household.
Takže ona zobrala nejaký povraz z domu.
But this rope was 2 fingers too short.
Ale ten povraz bol, 2 prsty chýbali, bol krátky.
So she took another rope.
Takže zobrala ďalší povraz.
And bind these 2 ropes together.
Takže zviazala tie lana dohromady.
And try to bind Krishna with this prolonged rope.
Takže chcela potom znova zviazať Krishnu s tým predĺženým lanom.
But still it was 2 fingers too short.
Ale stále to bolo o 2 prsty kratšie.
And then whatever rope she took, and when she used all the ropes in her household, all the ropes together were still 2 fingers too short.
Že ona potom proste skúšala ďalšie a všetky proste v tej domácnosti lana zobrala a naviazala a stále to bolo o 2 prsty kratšie.
And Krishna's belly didn't become any bigger.
Ale Krishnovo brucho sa nejak nezväčšovalo.
Yes. And she considered, at least one time, I have to know how big is Krishna's belly.
Že áno, uvažoval, že aspoň raz by som mala vedieť, že aké je veľké to Krishnovo telo.
So then she took ropes also from the neighbors.
Takže potom on začala brať lana aj od susedov.
But even if she took so many ropes, different lengths of the ropes, and all together were still 2 fingers too short.
Aj keď ona zobrala rôzne tie lana s rôznymi dĺžkami, stále to bolo o 2 prsty kratšie.
And she was perspiring, and all the flowers from her hair were falling down.
Že ona sa už ako pri tom potila, že začali vypadávať kvety z vlasov.
And all the neighbor ladies were coming to see this fun.
A všetky tie deti, dámy z okolia, oni sa prišli pozrieť na tú zábavu.
And they were completely amazed and laughing, but they couldn't understand what is going on.
Takže oni sa tak zabávali a smiali sa, ale vôbec nemohli pochopiť, čo sa vlastne deje.
Yes. Finally, Krishna took mercy on his mother and allowed to be bound.
Takže nakoniec Krishna prejavil tú milosť svojej matky a dovolili, aby ho zviazala.
Yes. So this story is very significant, and also the next story that follows this one.
Takže tento príbeh je veľmi taký dôležitý a hneď aj ten, ktorý ide za ním.
First, which is very, very important for us to understand. Krishna was perfectly feeling fine and perfect in Mother Yasoda's lap.
Takže najprv si musím uvedomiť, že Kršna sa veľmi dobre cítil v tom náručí matky Yašody.
But Mother Yasoda put him down for a small amount of milk.
Takže matka Yasoda ho položila kvôli malému množstvu mlieka.
How is this bhakti?
Takže ako je toto bhakti?
Yes. It is described that Nahanda Maharaj had his just main herd of cows consisted of 900,000 cows.
The
main herd. Herd means group of cows.
A že mal tú hlavnú
Čreda.
Hlavnú čriedu. Ak sa to povie? Hlavné stádo kráv zahrňovalo 900,000.
900,000 cows.
900,000 kráv.
And there few drops of milk was overflowing.
Že tam pár kvapiek mlieka to tam prekypevalo.
They had thousands and thousands of liters of milk every day.
Oni mali tisícky a tisícky litrov mlieka každý deň.
Yes. And for this few drops of milk, Mother Yasoda put Krishna down.
Že kvôli tým pár kvapkám mlieka matka Yasoda dala Krishnu ako dala.
Definition of devotional service is anukulena Krishna anushilanam bhaktir uttama.
Definícia čistej danej služby je tento verš.
Yes. to perform devotional service for Krishna's pleasure.
Vykonať oddanú službu pre Krishnovo potešenie.
With intention to satisfy Krishna.
So zámerom ho potešiť.
Yes. So we have on one side, we have, for example, demon Kamsa.
Na jednej strane máme napríklad Kamsu.
He was fighting with Krishna.
On bojoval s Krishnom.
And Krishna loves good fight.
A Krishna má rád dobrý boj.
So he satisfied Krishna with his fight.
Takže on uspokojil Krishnu svojim bojom.
And Mother Yasoda dissatisfied Krishna by putting him away to save the milk.
A matka Yasoda, ona neuspokojila Krishnu tým, že položila...
Can you close the door, please?
Že položila vlastne Krishnu na zem a išla pre to mlieko.
But Mother Yasoda's action was bhakti, and Kamsa's action was not bhakti.
Ale jednanie matky Yasody bola bhakti, ale jednanie Kamsu nebola bhakti.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Je to zaujímavé, nie?
Because Kamsa satisfied Krishna and Mother Yasoda not.
Pretože Kamsa, on uspokojil Krishnu, ale matka Yasoda nie.
What do you think? Why the action of Mother Yasoda was bhakti and action of Kamsa wasn't?
Že prečo to jednanie matky Yasody bola bhakti a Kamsova nie?
Because Kamsa acted out of envy of Krishna, and Mother Yasoda was acting out of love for Krishna because she wanted to the perfect milk, the perfect butter.
Takže ona, pretože Kamsa, on jednal so závisťou voči Krishnovi a matka Yasoda s láskou voči nemu, ona chcela to mlieko pre neho.
Yes, this is the secret of bhakti. Anukulyena. Anukulya means the river bank.
Takže to je to tajomstvo bhakti, anukulyena.
Kulya means river bank.
Znamená breh rieky.
And in Slovene, I don't know how it's in Slovakian language, we have expression, if two people are against each other, that they are standing on opposite banks.
Že v Slovensku máme také porekadlo alebo výrok, že keď dvaja ľudia stoja proti sebe, je to ako keby stali na dvoch brehoch.
So we should be on the same bank with Krishna, not on the opposite bank.
Takže mali by sme byť na tom istom brehu s Krishnom, nie na tom oproti.
And this is the meaning anukulyena, that we are on the same bank with Krishna.
A to je ten význam anukulyena, že sme na rovnakom brehu s Krishnom.
Yes, so Mother Yasoda was on the same bank with Krishna, and Kamsa was on the opposite side of.
Matka Yasoda bola na tom istom brehu s Krishnom, ale Kamsa nie.
Yes, and other important teaching is also here in this lila, that what is meant for Krishna's service is even more important than Krishna himself.
A čo je dôležité na tejto zábave je, že to, čo je what is important for Krishna.
What is meant for Krishna's service.
A že to, čo je myslené pre Krishnovú službu.
That is even more important than Krishna himself.
Že je ešte viacej dôležitejšie ako samotný Krishna.
Because this milk was meant for Krishna's service, for his pleasure. Therefore, this milk was more important than Krishna himself.
Ja, pretože to mlieko bolo určené pre Krishnovú službu, takže ono bolo dôležitejšie ako Krishna samotný.
Therefore, Lord Shiva explains to Mother Parvati, and he says, Aradhanam sarvasham Vishnur aradhanam param. That among many different kinds of worship, the worship of Vishnu is param, is the highest.
Takže pán Šiva vysvetľuje toto svojej manželke Parvati, že ten najvyšší spôsob uctievania je uctievanie Višnua.
Yes, and he says, Tasmat paratram devi tadiyanam samarchanam. And therefore, the worship of those things that are connected with Krishna is even more important.
A že preto tie veci, ktoré sú spojené s uctievaním Krišnu, sú ešte dôležitejšie.
Yes. So, this understanding transcends this Kanishta mentality.
Takže toto porozumenie, ono transcenduje tú mentalitu Kanishta.
Kanishta mentality means me and Krishna.
Kanishta mentalita znamená ja a Krishna.
Yes. But this story and this instruction of Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati reveal us that things that are connected with the service of Krishna are as important or even more than Krishna.
Takže tento príbeh so Šivom a Parvati nám vysvetľuje, že tie veci, ktoré sú spojení s Krišnom, sú ešte viacej dôležité ako Krišna.
Therefore, we should know that Krishna's devotees are even more important than Krishna himself.
A preto by sme mali vedieť, že Krišnovi daní sú ešte dôležitejšie ako Krišna samotný.
And different paraphernalia meant for service for Krishna is even more important than Krishna.
A dokonca rôzne tie parafenelie, ktoré sú určené pre potešenie Krišnu, sú ešte dôležitejšie ako Krišna.
Yes. Therefore, those who are spiritually awake, they are very conscious what they are doing in this life.
Preto tí, ktorí sú duchovne prebudení, oni vedome jednajú v tomto svete.
When they wake up, they offer obeisance to Mother Earth.
Keď oni stávajú, tak zdávajú poklony Matke Zemi.
Because they will touch her with their feet.
Pretože nevyhnutne oni sa budú jej dotýkať svojimi nohami.
Yes. In the West, we are accustomed to do everything with our feet. Get away this thing.
Na západe my sme zvyknutí všetko dávať preč nohou, ako posúvať. Yes. Dajte to preč.
Yes. I know because I'm doing like I was taught to do like this in my life also.
A viem to, lebo som to bol tiež tak učený robiť.
For example, I don't know how it's here, but this example popped out in my mind. That, for example, classical Slovenian stove for cooking had a place on the bottom to put some lids inside. I don't know. Do you have like this?
A lid? What is it?
Lid is to cover the pot.
Že...
In the bottom side of this stove, it was some drawer to put something inside, and we put lids usually.
This is under the thing where you're cooking? Or?
Yes, in the bottom, just above the floor.
Čiže že neviem ako tu, ale na Slovensku máme taký zvyk, že tam máme tú rúru, na ktorej sa varí a dole pod tým je vlastne také nejaké miesto, kde sa ukladajú pokličky.
I don't know, do you have such stoves
here? Či tu máte také...
You're nodding, so in Italy you most probably had like this also. Yes, ashes where you have stove on wood, but if you have electrical stove or
Yeah, there is like here we have we use there is a place for this baking.
Yes, under this baking we had this drawer that we could put different things.
Že pod tým, kde sa pečie, tak tam je ešte také miesto, kde sa dávali rôzne veci.
Yes. And all the time we close this drawer by feet.
Vždycky to miesto sme zatvárali nohou.
Yes. But if it is for Krishna, you shouldn't do this like this.
Ale pokiaľ je to pre Krishnu, by sme to tak nemali robiť.
Because it's disrespecting for Krishna.
Pretože je to také neúctivé pre Krishnu.
So if we have this understanding that we should know that this stove is sacred because it's used for preparing Krishna's food.
S tým, keď máme správne pochopenie, tak chápeme, že tá piecka je svätá, pretože je určená pre varenie pre Krishnu.
Yes. So this milk was specially prepared for Krishna's pleasure.
Takže to mlieko, ono bolo určené, aby bolo špeciálne pre Krishnové potešenie.
So it's even more important than Krishna himself.
Takže ono je ešte viacej dôležitejšie ako Krishna samotný.
So it's extremely important to apply this knowledge in our everyday dealings.
Takže to je veľmi dôležité, aby sme toto poznanie aplikovali v našom každodennom živote.
And we can see from example of great personalities of our acharyas how they dealt with other people, with devotees especially.
A môžeme vidieť na príkladu našich ačariov, ako oni jednali s rôznymi oddanými.
Especially with devotees, yes.
Ľuďmi a špeciálne s oddanými.
Yes, they were extremely kind. Not just kind, but extremely kind.
Takže oni neboli len milí, ale boli extrémne milí.
And if we suffer anything because some devotee does something for us, we should take this as special Krishna's mercy.
A ak my trpíme kvôli niečomu, čo urobil nejaký ďalší oddaný, tak mali by sme to zobrať ako špeciálne milosť od Krishna.
Yes, many times it's difficult.
Veľakrát je to veľmi náročné.
Just yesterday I was witnessing such incident.
Akurát včera som pozoroval taký nejaký incident.
I will not speak about the details.
Nepôjdem do nejakých detailov.
But we can become very angry with the devotees.
Môžeme sa veľmi nahnevať na oddaných.
But this is not good for us.
Takže to nie je dobré pre nás.
Yes. We were speaking many times how chanting the holy name is our only connection with Krishna, actually, especially in the age of Kali.
Takže my sme veľakrát hovorili o tom, ako to spievanie Hare Krishna je to jediné spojenie s nami, špeciálne v Kali Yuge, s Krishnom.
Yes, because Harir Nama, Harir Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nastyeva Gatiranata. In the age of Kali there is no other way.
Čiže v tom veku Kali nie je žiadna iná cesta, žiadna iná cesta.
And Krishna emphasizes this extremely.
A Krishna to zdôrazňuje veľmi.
He says, Harir Nama, Harir Namaiva Kevalam. Nama Eva. Again, this word Eva, we discussed this before. Eva means certainly, and it's a word to support something extremely strongly.
Eva to znamená určite a ono podporuje nejaké slovo akože veľmi silno.
Yes, Nama Eva Kevalam. And Kevalam means only, certainly and only Harir Nama.
A Kevalam znamená iba.
Eva means certainly. And
určite a
Kevalam means
jedine.
only.
Jedine. Takže tie dva slova ako za sebou idú.
Yes. Certainly and only Harinam. Harinama. The holy name. Yes. Kalau in the age of Kali. Na means not. In the age of Kali.
Vo veku Kali a na znamená nie.
And asti means there is. Asti means there is.
Znamená, že tam je.
And na asti, nasti, there is not.
A nasti, že znamená, že nie, že tam nie je.
Yes. Kalau nasti eva, and again uses this verse, eva, certainly there is not. Certainly there is not. Certainly there is. Nasti eva, nasti eva, nasti eva.
A znova tam je to slovo eva, že určite to nie je, určite nie je a určite nie je.
Yes. Gatiranyata, there is no other way. And if there is one thing mentioned in the Shastra, is really important.
Keď je nejaká vec zmenená v šástre raz, tak je to veľmi dôležité.
Because why should be there in Shastra if it is not important?
Takže ináč, prečo by to bolo v tých písmach, keby to nebolo dôležité?
Yes. Yasoda didn't have any quota to fulfill. That he would just feel something in Shastra.
Že Yasoda nemal nejakú kvótu, ktorú on musí naplniť, hej.
And if something is mentioned twice in Shastra, it's even more important.
Keď je niečo zmenené dvakrát v šastre, tak to je ešte viacej dôležitejšie.
In Bhagavad-gita, for example, there are two half of the verses repeated twice.
Že v Bhagavad-gite sú dve celé také časti veršov, ktoré sú opakované znova.
Yes, so they are very important for us to understand.
Sú veľmi dôležité pre nás pochopiť.
But if something is mentioned 3 times, you cannot go around it. No way.
Takže ale keď je niečo zmenené 3-krát, tak okolo toho sa už nedá obísť.
Yes. This is the ultimate law.
Takže to je ako ten konečný zákon.
Yes. And here in one verse we have 2 times, 3 times.
A tu v jednom verši máme 2-krát, 3-krát.
Yes. Harir nama, Harir nameva, and with these words eva and kevalam. Harir nameva kevalam. The holy name, certainly the holy name and only the holy name.
Takže máme tam to sveté meno a určite len sveté meno.
And Kalau in the age of Kali, Kalau nastieva Gatirinata. Certainly there is no other way. Certainly there is no other way. Certainly there is no other way.
A potom v tom veku Kali nastieva, že určite nie iná cesta, určite nie iná cesta.
So why I'm so stressing about this holy name?
Takže prečo tak zdôrazňujem to sveté meno?
How is this connected with this Tadiyanam Samarchanam?
Ako je spojené s tým Tadiyanam Samarchanam?
This worshipping of things that are meant for Krishna's pleasure.
Že uctievaním tých vecí, ktoré sú určené pre Krishnovo potešenie.
Because we mentioned devotees, that sometimes it's very hard to be very to understand how to worship devotees in all circumstances.
Pretože niekedy je ťažké uctievať oddaných za všetkých okolností.
And not to be angry with devotees. Sometimes it's very hard.
Nenahnevať sa na oddaných.
Sometimes it's very hard.
Že niekedy je to veľmi ťažké.
Yes. So, because we should know the offenses against the holy name.
Pretože my by sme mali poznať tie priestupky voči spievaniu svätého mena.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to go to the fences.
Takže my nemáme teraz čas ísť do tých 10 prístupkov.
But one of the offense against the devotees, and of course blaspheming the devotees is one of the nama paradas, offenses against the holy name.
Čiže jeden z tých prístupkov voči oddaným je aj nama parada, že je to prístupok voči spievaniu svätého menu.
And the most mild offense against the devotees is what? Do you know? What is the most mild offense against the devotees?
Že aký je ten taký najvážnejší prístupok voči oddaným?
I don't know. But
I think some against or doing to the other devotee because how we are act to the other devotee is bhakti. Yes.
I didn't understand the point. Can you speak in Slovak?
Not really Polish.
Polish.
I speak in English. All right.
Okay.
But I think you are doing offense to the other devotee. I think.
Yes.
Because bhakti is love to between devotees also service.
Mhm.
I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course.
Že ako keď urobíme prístupok voči oddanému, pretože tam je tá výmena lásky medzi tými oddanými potom.
Yes, love amongst devotees is very important.
Že áno, tá láska medzi oddanými je veľmi dôležitá.
But do you know what is the most mild? That means the least severe offense.
Čo je ten najťažší prístupok.
The most mild, severe, the most mild offense.
Že taký najmenej ťažký ten prístupok.
Is not to be happy when you see devotee.
Že nebyť šťastný, keď vidíte oddaného.
The most severe is to kill a devotee.
Že ten najvážnejší je zabiť oddaného.
Yes, but the most mild offense against a devotee is not to be happy.
Najjemnejší taký prístupok je, že nebyť šťastný, keď vidíme oddaného.
Yes, and if we commit offenses against the holy name,
a keď robíme prístupky voči spievaniu svätého mena,
we will never develop love for Krishna.
My nikdy nerozvinieme lásku ku Krišnovi.
And if we won't develop love for Krishna,
takže my chceme vyvinúť lásku ku Krišnovi.
But if we will commit offenses knowingly or unknowingly,
že keď budeme robiť priestupky vedome alebo nevedome,
we will just stay in this material world.
Takže my potom zostaneme v tom hmotnom svete.
Life after life.
Život po živote.
Yes. So it's really important to understand that everything that is meant for Krishna's service or used in Krishna's service is sacred.
Takže preto by sme mali chápať, že všetko, čo je použité pre službu Krišnovi alebo v jeho službe, tak je sveté.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Do you have any questions or comments? Yes, please.
You were speaking about when Mother Yasoda wanted to check if Krishna was eating dirt, she saw the universes. I mean, I will continue to just translate.
Takže hovoril si o tom, ako keď matka Yasoda sa pozerala do úst Krišnu a videla tie vesmíry.
And then she realized that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead.
A že ona zrealizovala, že Kršna je najvyššia boská osobnosť.
But Krishna didn't like it because normally we come in the mood of awe and reverence when we realize, okay, there's God, and then we bow down. But Krishna wants this, I don't know the really term, this friendly relationship between others to enjoy the exchange.
Takže, pretože ona videla, že on je ako najvyššia boská osobnosť, ale že Kršnovi sa to nepáčilo, že Krsna má radšej, keď je tam taká dôverná výmena.
I mean, and it's a very high stage to come there, but it shouldn't be at our goal in the end to come on the stage that we have this intimate exchange between Krishna and...
Čiže on chápe, že to je akože vysoká úroveň, ale že či to nie je našim akože cieľ mať taký dôverný vzťah s Krishnom.
Yeah, and then there's a second question following to this question.
A ešte potom je tá druhá časť, ktorá nasleduje k tejto otázke.
Yes, these are extremely important questions.
Čiže to je veľmi dôležité otázky.
First, we should understand Mother Yasoda didn't think of Krishna that he's Supreme Personality of Godhead and he's not her son.
Takže ona neuvažovala o ňom ako o najvyššej boskej osobnosti a že on je jej syn.
She considered in general that she is in illusion.
Ona vo všeobecnosti považovala seba, že je akože v takej, že je v ilúzii.
And that whole her perception of this world is illusion.
A že celá tá jej, to pochopenie toho sveta je tiež akože také iluzórne.
Yes, and she considered illusion is that I think myself as and that Maharaj Nanda is my husband.
A ona uvažovala aj to, že tá ilúzia je, že aj Maharaj Nanda, že je jej manžel.
That these Vrajavasis are my subjects because she was the queen of Vraja.
Že tí obyvatelia Vrindavanu, že sú ako podaní, pretože ona bola ako kráľovná.
Yes, and in this regard she also considered it's illusion that I think myself mother of Krishna.
A v tomto poňatí ona uvažovala, že je to aj ilúzia, myslieť si, že ona je matkou Krishna.
But not in the same way as Vasudeva and Devaki were thinking.
Ale nie tým istým spôsobom, ako Vasudeva a Devaki uvažovali.
Because they didn't consider themselves in illusion.
Pretože oni sa nepovažovali to, že sú v ilúzii.
But only their relationship with Krishna thought that this is illusory, that we are parents.
Ale že iba na základe toho vzťahu s Krishnom oni uvažovali, že
that their relationship with Krishna is illusory, that they are his parents.
Že ten vzťah s Krishnom, že to je ilúzia, že oni sú jeho rodičia.
That in reality Krishna is not their son.
Že v skutočnosti Krishna nie je akože ich syn.
Yes, but Mother Yasoda didn't have this idea only with Krishna, but with everything in her life that is just illusion.
Ale ona to nemala, matka Yasoda, vo vzťahu iba ku Krishnovi, ale ku celému svetu, celé jej životu.
Yes, so this is not meant especially just for Krishna, but for everything.
Takže ono to nebolo myslené len akože len pre Krishnu, ale pre všetko.
Yes, so and her relationship with Krishna was never diminished. Only in this fraction of a moment that Krishna revealed some opulence, but she didn't take it as Krishna's opulence actually, but some revelation bigger than Krishna. She also considered Krishna as her son, but that this is illusion, that I'm a mother and I'm a wife, I'm a queen. You understand the difference?
Čiže ona vlastne to považovala ako za ilúziu a že aj to, že Kršna jej to tam vyjavil, ten vesmír, že to je len nejaké zjavenie, ale že on je aj tak akože môj syn, ale to je tiež akože ilúzia, ale že to bolo nejaké vyššie zjavenie, že Tam je rozdiel v tom.
On the other hand, Devaki and Vasudeva, they understood Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and beyond all illusion, beyond everything, and we should realize that we are not his parents.
Ale na rozdiel od Devaki a Vasudevu, oni chápali, že Kršna je najvyššia boská osobnosť a že oni by to mali ako tomu chápať a rozumieť, že vlastne on v skutočnosti nie je ako ich syn.
Yes, this is the difference.
Čiže
great
tam je ten
difference.
rozdiel akože v tej ilúzii.
Yes, and our goal, of course, is to develop intimate relationship with
A
Krishna.
samozrejme ten náš vzťah je dosiahnuť ten dôverný vzťah s Krišnou.
And not just intimate relationship with Krishna, but the most intimate relationship with Krishna.
A nie len dôverný vzťah, ale najdôvernejší.
Yes. So we should strive for this goal, and should be our daily meditation.
Takže mali by sme sa snažiť o tento cieľ a mala by to byť naša každodenná meditácia.
Shishinita Gaurachandra ki jai. So what is the other question?
Then it's continuing this, it's very interesting that Krishna had to cover Mother Yasoda again with Yoga Maya. So she was coming back to the loving relationships.
Že potom Krišna vlastne mal znova prekryť matku Yasodu pomocou tej yoga maji do toho láskyplného vzťahu.
And I'm a little bit meditating about it. That means I cannot do myself. I need Krishna doing it for me because I cannot do anything out of my own power in the end.
Ja som tak o tom meditoval, že ja to nemôžem spraviť, že Kršna to mohol spraviť jeho.
I'm depending on Krishna's mercy that he gives me out of causeless mercy love to him because I cannot achieve by myself.
Že ja závisím na jeho čistej milosti, pretože ja to sám nemôžem akože dosiahnuť. Iba vďaka jeho milosti to môžem dosiahnuť.
Yes, this is our Siddhanta.
To je naša Siddhanta.
Yes, we cannot achieve Krishna by our own endeavor.
Takže my nemôžeme dosiahnuť Kršnu tým našim úsilím.
We can just receive his causeless mercy.
My môžeme prijať jeho bezpríčinnú milosť.
But we can cry for his causeless mercy.
Ale my môžeme plakať po jeho bezpríčinnej milosti.
This we may do.
Toto by sme mohli urobiť.
And when Guru Govinda Maharaj opened the temple in Orissa, he said that he opened the school for crying.
A keď Guru Govinda Maharaj otváral chrám v Orise, tak hovoril, že otvára školu plakania.
Yes. And if this is our only desire, then Krishna will definitely show us his mercy.
A ak je toto naša jediná túžba, tak Kršna nám definitívne prejaví svoju milosť.
Yes. In Christian Bible, it is said that God is a jealous God.
Takže v Biblii je povedané, že Boh je
Jealous God.
Aha, závistivý Boh.
Ne.
No, jealous, no.
Jealous.
Žiarlivý.
Huh?
Žiarlivý.
Jarlivi. Hare Krishna. This is usually taken as a bad quality, to be jealous.
To je brané ako zlá vlastnosť. Byť ako žiarlivý.
But we have the same idea.
Ale máme ten istý nápad.
But we say differently.
Ale hovoríme to troška ináč.
And we said that Krishna is supremely detached.
Že Kršna je najviac odputaný.
So we cannot serve, as Jesus says, we cannot serve two lords.
Že ako povedal Ježiš, že my nemôžeme slúžiť dvom pánom.
Then we will serve one God and one Lord, and we will despise the other.
Že my potom budeme slúžiť jednému pánovi a zanedbáme toho druhého.
So Krishna wants our exclusive love.
Že Kršna, on chce našu exkluzívnu lásku.
So if he will see that we also want something else besides him in our life, he will let us enjoy this thing as long as we want.
Keď Kršna uvidí, že my chceme ešte niečo iné okrem neho, tak on nás nechá, nech si to užijeme tak dlho, ako chceme.
Yes. He has all the time on his disposal.
Takže on má k dispozícii koľko času len chce.
So he's not in a hurry.
On sa nikdy neponáhľa.
So as long as we will want anything else besides Krishna,
Takže pokiaľ my chceme čokoľvek iné od Kršnu,
he will let us enjoy this thing.
takže on nás nechá, nech si to užívame.
But he will not give us himself.
Ale nedá nám samého seba.
So, yes, therefore, but it's not in our power to give up other things.
Ale to není v našich silách vzdať sa tých ostatných vecí.
And therefore he says, Mam eva prapadyanti. It should surrender only to me.
Čiže preto hovorí mám Eva prapadyanti, že máme sa odovzdať iba jemu.
Maya mentantarantiti. And then we can transcend this Maya.
A potom my môžeme transcendovať túto ilúziu.
Yes. Only to Krishna. And then Krishna will help us personally.
Iba Krishnovi a potom Krishna nám potom osobne pomôže.
Even if we are not strong enough, if we have this determination, yes, I have so many desires, different material desires, but I don't want them.
Že ale musíme to odhodlanie, že aj keď máme mnoho tých materiálnych túžieb, tak ale ja ich nechcem.
Yes. If I have this strong determination, I don't want them. Please, Krishna, help me to get rid of those unwanted desires. Krishna will definitely help us.
Pevné odhodlanie, že Kršna, ja ich nechcem, zbav ma ich, tak Kršna nám určite pomôže.
But if I still have affection to some of these desires, Krishna will let us enjoy them infinitely, infinitely long.
Ale ak máme ešte nejaké tie túžby po užívaní si nejakých tých túžieb, tak nech on nás nechá. Kľudne si ich ešte užije.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Anything else?
Ešte niekto má niečo, nejakú otázku?
Do you have?
It's difficult for me when I had some, but... Za chvíľočku bude Sandhya Arati. Áno. Teraz ešte, ak je priestor na otázky.
Okay. Thank you very much for your attention. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol. Please accept my humble obeisance.